Welcome back to Eclectic. Hello, today I'm filming a sort of a weird video. It's about codependency and being in an abusive relationship, in a long-term emotionally abusive relationship, especially with covert narcissism. I believe, based on my practice as well, that there are people that have codependent behavior that are usually found in abusive relationships like the ones we talk about here in this channel, right? With narcissistic people, let's say, and psychopathic people too. But I think that there are other types of people that are involved there. Positive people, outstanding people, bright people, original people, resilient people, cool people, people that value loyalty above everything, people that value their kids and family above everything, people that stay in relationships in order to preserve families, especially with covert narcissists. I think these kinds of people are also there. So I really don't agree with people when counselors and coaches and people that I follow and I admire as well, and I know they know a lot about these issues, but I don't agree when they are labeling the victim as only a codependent. Okay, there are people that are adaptable, that have different backgrounds, that come from families with you know, that have been raised in families that put a lot of weight in family. Here in Argentina, for example, there's a huge amount of people that come from Italy and Spain, okay? So, and also from many other parts of Europe, right? So our culture here is family, 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 and family, right? Our culture is about preserving your kids above all. And not everybody here in Argentina, right? But many families are like that. Like, your kids are first, and that's it, okay? And so what you do is you try to make your marriage work, and that's how it goes. And you're not codependent because you're doing that. Do you see what I'm saying? So I agree there are people that are codependent, but there's a huge chunk of people that you're missing and they are not codependent. By the end of the relationship, maybe they became, I don't like that word, they acquired more codependent behavior, maybe, but before that or during the relationship, there's none of that. What they do is they stay in that relationship in order to preserve family, which I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, especially once they learn that they're dealing with a narcissist or with a psychopath, right? So, but before that, if they had no idea that there were people that evil, let's say this, with bad intent, ill-intended, is that a term? So before that, they could have been naive, they could have been, you know, good people. And I'm not talking about perfect, all pure, all nothing like that, no. Just good people, you know, with a background or an upbringing that is about valuing your kids above everything, valuing your marriage maybe, or valuing your partner, you know, and trying to help that person. And I'm not talking about the helper, like I help, this is my job. No, I'm just talking about people that want to make a marriage work, right? And I have you know, even men that have been in relationships like this, like that decided to stay in these kinds of relationships because they don't want to leave their little kids with a psychopath woman or man, and they don't want to leave their kids there. So they decide to sort of you know, That's it. I'm staying here no matter what, because I need to protect my kids. And this, we can talk about that, if it's correct or not. That's a very personal decision. But what I'm saying is, it's not only codependency, okay? We're dealing with people with different beliefs, and that put value in different things. People that value loyalty, people that are good intended, people that are bright, that are, you know, special, salt to the earth, really, and not necessarily codependent, okay? And I'm at risk here of being thumbed down by, I would say, 90% of people watching this video. But there really is this thing that is, you know, wanting a marriage to work no matter what, and believing that you can help that, you know, which is not to say that this is real. Like, after a few years you learn that people don't change. People like this, narcissists, don't change. So, you know, if you're saying for that reason, let me tell you, they won't change. Save yourselves and save your kids by having, you know, separate houses, separate everything, so that they can learn from a healthy parent what it is to be healthy, okay? Healthier, because nobody's perfect, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, there are other people that are not necessarily codependent, because you know, we don't need more things like that. We don't need people feeling guilty on top of being abused, you know. And I do understand that we all need to work on different things, and it's a good idea to do so, but stop beating yourself with the codependent. I'm codependent. No. There are people that are codependent, okay? Don't get me wrong. People that if the partner is sad, they will be sad and won't be able to get out of bed. And if the partner is angry, they will say, oh, what did I do to make you angry? They don't have this detachment from the partner, where they are able to say, okay, you're angry and I didn't do anything and I'm out of here, okay? They're not able to do that. But when this happens, when we're talking about people that are not codependent, what we see is people that are able to separate from the partner and still value the family and the kids and all that. Maybe they later realize that it was not a good choice to stay because of that reason, and then they realize that maybe I should have, you know, left the relationship earlier, and it wasn't all, you know, I didn't do any service to my kids by staying in that relationship. But that's another issue that I'm talking about, okay? I would say it's more lack of information than anything else, you know, and bad information, and maybe the upbringing and all that. So I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? Not everybody that stayed in this type of relationship is codependent. Not everybody. I don't agree with that. And especially if you stayed with a covert narcissist, I would say you stayed in this relationship because you were adaptable, because you were raised this way, you know, where you were supposed to strive for, you know, the betterment of your family, for the good of something else. And I'm not saying this is right, I'm just saying there are people like that, and they later realize that, oh, okay, so that wasn't right, okay? So we need to make a few changes there. But they're not codependent, okay? So it's not fair, because I don't care about what people say, but the reality is not, let's say, scientifically correct to say this, to assert that everybody that stayed in a relationship, especially with covert and psychopaths, where they can pretend to be something else, right? And I would say people like that stay there, they can be naive, yes. Overly naive, okay. With lack of information about people like that, yes. that too. But they are, don't forget, they are bright people. They are very intelligent. They are smart. They are kind. They're kind people, and they want to help people, and not like the helper complex or nothing like that. They just want to help a person that they love, and that's completely normal. Let's not lose that, okay? Let's not lose that part of, you know, humanity, where we want, you know, we actually can be faithful, loyal, with values like that. There are people that have values like that, and they put them to practice. Hello. During, for decades maybe, you know. And even religion, you know, people that are religious and they cannot find a way to justify them leaving a relationship, for example, or there are a lot of other options and variables, okay? So let's not say everybody is codependent, and it's not true. It's not valid. It's not scientifically correct to say that. So yeah, let's be more fair with people and acknowledge all the different types and shades and colors and different types of people that are out there with different types of personalities out there and upbringings. And for example, MBTI. If you go to the MBTI, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, the test, you take the test, you will have 4 letters, right? For example, I am an INFP. My type of personality is all about being loyal to what you feel. Otherwise, you cannot do anything. If you don't feel it, you won't be able to do it. There's also this idyllic thing with INFPs where they strive for the good of people. They believe there are good people in the world. And if people like me, for example, an INFP, find that they believe that they don't know about narcissism, they don't know about psychopaths, so they're in great danger, and they are not codependent. They are INFPs. And I know INFJs are sort of the same way, different kind of vibe, but they are similar. And there are a lot of people, ENFPs also, you know, people that are feel. The F is for feeling, and they will feel. They make decisions based on feeling, not thinking. And so they prioritize feeling. They prioritize the good of the world. They are artistic. They value certain things that don't look necessarily good. They are not, you know, superficial. They are not shallow. People that value the real stuff, and they will work and live a life accordingly. So let's not lose that, okay? And I wouldn't want to eradicate people like that from the earth. I would want for them to be informed, well informed, and equipped with all this information. Couldn't find another word. To know about these people that are not good, predatory personalities, right? And no matter where they got that from, if they went through trauma, the result is that these people, narcissists, are hurtful. They hurt people, and they take a normal person, normal, notice I'm saying normal, and normal means you're not perfect, okay? So we all have something to work on, and as a matter of fact, I have my own psychologist here in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, who is the best, and she, you know, and I have supervision and all that, and we all do, you know, need to work on different things. But narcissists, especially psychopaths, and covert narcissists, take a normal person, they put them in a processor or something, and they give you the results, which is a person that looks a lot like a codependent, okay? But before they took that person wasn't a codependent at all. I would dare to say they were bright, independent, sort of rebel-y kind of people. but they were like caught by narcissists and then turned into something else, which is the whole point of for narcissists, that's the whole point, you know, destroying your right qualities. And I think for many of you, I might be sounding like I'm nuts right now. Kind of crazy. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So yes, goodbye from my winter cozy thick sweater weather day. Okay, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this, and if you like the video, do like it, because I think I won't be getting too many likes. So yeah, see you soon, take care, thank you for being here, and I will see you next week, next Saturday. Bye.